the moment still stands out to me. I mentioned it here on the show a few weeks back. The day of WrestleMania Saturday, before we all walked out onto the stage, you and I had a moment in the tunnel leading up to Gorilla where the crowd was audible. You could hear the rumble, the mythical rumble that every wrestler lives for. And you looked at me and said, "Do you hear that?" And as long as I have known you for nearly 20 years at this point, I don't know that I have ever seen you grin as widely as you were in that moment. How excited are you to be back in front of the fans?
Oh man, I'm telling you, um, they are WWE. That's why we say the WWE universe is because without them, we can't do what we do, not to the best of our abilities. We need that energy from the fans. I know that sounds cliche and whatnot, but it's true. I'm getting cold chills just talking about it because I remember you and I talking and the roar. It's all about that. And I hope the WWE universe, are as excited as I am to be back in front of them, for them to see our live events, to be at Money in the Bank, and then, well, we're wide open. We're rocking. I hope they're as excited as I am.
And it's great when we show these graphics packages on Raw or SmackDown talking about tickets being available. I keep saying, trust me, the roster is as excited to see you as you are to see them. And that's not hyperbole. I'm not making up some cool tagline. Everybody in the entire company, top to bottom, from the crew to the guys and girls in the ring, are stoked to be back in front of some semblance of normalcy.
When we walked out at WrestleMania, Omos is jumping around like, oh, and I go, well, hold on, man. It's got to get better. Because that's how awesome it is. We're talking about a guy who hasn't really been in front of fans, I don't think, other than the little bit of NXT maybe, but I don't think it wasn't in front of a big crowd.
Right.
So for him, the first real WWE appearance was at WrestleMania. Can you imagine what Money in the Bank's going to be? Oh,
unreal.
Man.
Plus, you put it in an arena now, so you don't have to worry about the sound leaving the top of the stadium.
Right.
I can't wait. I want to talk to you a little bit more about Omos. This is sort of a new role for AJ Styles. You've seen and done it all. We talked about Grand Slam champion in WWE. Vic mentioned some of your international exploits. We don't necessarily know AJ Styles as a tag team competitor, but now here you are, half of the Raw tag team champions with Omos, your own personal Colossus. This dude, everybody's excited about what could be with the potential that Omos has. What does it mean to you to be in this role of sort of mentoring this new potential star?
I think that's a job that most of us should have after 20 years of being in the business, just to help the younger talent, as guys like the older talent has helped me. I mean, so much. We can go back, Jerry Lynn, Christopher Daniels, John Cena. Like, I know it sounds crazy for me to say John Cena, but I learned so much from that guy. It's only right that I pass down what knowledge I've had to Omos, who can, and I think will be, a huge superstar in the WWE.
It doesn't sound crazy at all to mention John Cena. When I had John Cena on ATB here, he spoke at length about the importance of the guys that came before him that really molded him as to who he was. He named Eddie Guerrero, Rikishi, JBL, a litany of superstars. You now find yourself as one of the elder statesmen in WWE, just from an experience standpoint. You've got more experience than arguably most of the roster.
I mean, I've got experience literally all over the world. Now, the experience in the independents and Japan and everywhere else I've been in the States, it's a little bit different than the experience that you're going to get in the WWE. I can't imagine guys like Kurt Angle, who started in the WWE and learned so quickly to be one of the best I've ever seen in the ring, So, but that's a good thing about Omos, is he's starting in the WWE. He, it's not just, a body slam and whatnot, but you got to know where the cameras are. You got to know how to face the camera, know where it is at all times. Like little things like that I had to learn on the fly because I haven't really experienced anything like WWE before when I first got here. So there's always a lot to learn. You never stop learning. Until this very day, even though I'm trying to pass knowledge down, I'm still getting it, every time I step in the ring.
You brought up your tag team partner Omos in WrestleMania. I mean, I can only imagine the pressure he felt. Did you feel any pressure making sure that he was ready for that moment on that stage?
100%. I was worried about him. That, again, it's about the little things. Would he do the little things that make him look like a superstar? And he did great. He did well. I was excited when he's making his comeback. I was feeling it. So yeah, I thought he did really well, and he continues to do well.
How cool was it to be in the stadium when Omos finally entered the matchup and stepped over the top rope? You were there, you were dead center stage to hear, again, the mythical roar of the crowd, but it was that, oh, you don't hear that very often.
And they were chanting for him. They wanted to see what he could do in the ring. They wanted to see what he was going to do. So I knew that when I finally made the tag, there was going to be a good little rumble, coming. So very excited for that.
Like what you hear? Catch full episodes of After the Bell on Spotify. Follow us now and never miss an episode.